Take it. Thank you.
You know, it's the month of love. And today we're talking about everything from finding your own happiness to overcoming dating obstacles with relationship expert, Dr. Karyn Gordon. Welcome back to the show.
Thank you. Thank you.
You know, we're not really, we don't know where to begin here in terms of dating. We haven't been on a date in easily 30 years.
Right.
So, so Valentine's Day is around the corner. It puts pressure on people who are single. They want to, what is it called? Cuff it? Is that what it's called? What is it? Cuffing season. Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Sorry.
Yeah.
That's how old I am. They want to cuff it.
Yeah, let's start with the importance of finding your own happiness.
Yes. Okay, number one, everyone needs to find their own happiness. It's so important. We don't need a relationship to complete us. We are valued, we are loved as we are, and I think there's a lot of pressure. I was talking to a lot of people backstage. There's a lot of pressure that people actually feel that if I need somebody to complete myself, and that is actually not true. So we are all responsible for our own happiness. That is really important for everybody, whether or not they're single or in a relationship. And the interesting thing also about it is that when we actually really focus on developing our own happiness and we develop our confidence, our emotional intelligence, the interesting thing is we actually then attract.
Agreed.
Because happy, confident people attract happy, confident people.
That is so true.
Right?
That
So
is
this is
true.
why, thank you.
Yep.
Yes. And this is a message for ourselves, this is a message for our children. So this is a really important thing that I want everyone to really take away with.
I always say that, like, any of my girlfriends who are single and they're looking, I'm like, you're not going to find anybody until you're not looking.
Exactly.
It's really when you're just, when you're self-satisfied that you find the person.
The
100%.
modern dating landscape, I don't even know where to begin. It's so different these days.
It's so different.
How do you navigate that?
So a lot of different ways, but one of the next big things I want everyone to think about is when you're actually about to start dating, when you're like, okay, I think I might be ready. Here's a great little tip. Make a master list of everything that you think you might be. What are your value systems? What are the things that you're actually looking for? Make a master list. Like, so, you know, financially independent, athletic, goal-oriented, same faith, you know, whatever those goals are. Make a master list and then choose your top 5.
Okay.
5. These are going to be your value systems, because the thing about dating is, like, the heart is like all over the place, right? The heart's very confusing. So what I want us to do is turn up our head. I want us to kind of think a little bit more, and values thinks more long term.
That's right.
So with that, I thought it'd be kind of fun for us to do a little game.
Sure.
Do we like to play games?
We
We
love
like games. All right. I like to play. All right. So here's what I want you to do, just to kind of help to kind of like think, and everybody at home, you can do this as well. I want you to think about attraction, because attraction is very interesting, okay? And I want you to think, when you were first attracted to each other, what were the maybe 2 things that drew you to the other person? Don't make sure you don't see your
Now, is this a physical thing, or
it's just like when you first, it could be, but when you're really like, what attracted you to Mark? There's lots of people, but there were some, so I want you to write like the 2 things that made you attracted to them. And everybody at home, you can do this as well. Actually, I did this with my husband, and it was like really interesting. It's a great concept to start thinking about, because the psychology about attraction. Okay, so I don't know their answers, obviously. So, all right. So Mark is going to turn it around.
For me,
okay.
it was her eyes. They were beautiful, and it's a tie with smart and funny.
Smart and funny.
Yeah.
Okay. And
so for me, it was his smile.
Oh.
And
he
was an adult.
Ooh! Can we please give him a round of applause?
That is so good. Does that make sense?
Yes. Okay, this is exactly the point that I want to share, is that when you look, okay, just hold them up again for a second. I want everybody to see this, okay? So one of them is more physical, okay, attraction, right? Smile, eyes. But the second one was around the emotional development, right? So you were physically attracted, but it was the fact he's an adult. Hello?
Boy, I tricked you. Hey, listen, we're going to take a little break with more tips with Karyn Gordon when we come back. Stick around.
We're back with Dr. Karyn Gordon. We're talking about relationships. What's your next piece of advice when it comes to navigating and the modern dating landscape?
Okay, so modern dating lens. First of all, again, everyone do the 5 values. It was very fun. Even on commercial break, we're like still talking about their values. Like, values with what it's trying to. It's like so interesting.
Our weird values.
No, but it's good. It kind of illustrates, pour into ourselves. So the next part is around, this is actually really fun, everybody, no dating period.
Love that.
Yes. So I know it seems counterintuitive and
Wait.
it's countercultural.
No. It doesn't seem counterintuitive to me because
Okay.
I think there needs to be
There needs
no
to be
dating
no
periods.
dating. And I
Yeah.
actually learned this from my father. Like when I was 16, you're not allowed to date till you're 16. It's great for parents, but as adults, it's the same thing, where you put these boundaries on. I'm not going to date for a month, 2 months, 3 months, 9 months, whatever. You choose the time.
And what do you do during that time?
During the time, you're focusing on developing yourself. You're focusing on developing yourself, setting goals, developing friendships with all genders, but you're not. And so what it does is it takes the pressure off. It allows people to exhale.
When you develop yourself into a real
Yep.
individual,
Yes.
it really, your need to find
Yes.
the one
Yes.
is really, the pressure is much lower.
100%. And so it gives you a sense of peace and exhale, and it actually kind of makes you more attractive.
I
But you're
agree.
not doing it for that reason, but yes.
All right, what's next?
Next one is actually then set meaningful goals. I usually get people to think about 5 or 6 things that you want to just chase this year. This is the year. Develop yourself. You know, we are all responsible for our own happiness, and so really make that a massive priority.
Okay. And anything else?
And the last one I would actually say is actually still focus on external beauty. There's nothing wrong. I mean, it was interesting with yours, right? You both said something physical, so it's
Yeah.
not like the physical side is wrong or bad. Just make it like, you know, secondary, right? So if you want to get like a new haircut, new outfit, exercise, nutrition, you can still do it, but just make that secondary. Really make the focus on developing ourselves first for 2024.
Yeah, I
All
agree with
right.
this. Is all really good advice.
Yeah, thank you, Dr. Gordon.
You're welcome.
For more information like this, head to our website. Next, we're going to tell you how to win a trip to Hawaii. Stick around.